Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. And because this laptop's getting very old, apparently Audacity's USB port just said screw it again, I have to record all my commentary all over again, which is a darn shame considering I had some really good commentary the first time around. I really need to get a new laptop because the USB ports in this are just going terrible. At least I think that's the problem. Considering 40 minutes into the commentary, Audacity finally realized I was talking again. I don't know what the hell is the problem with I can't figure this out, so I gotta just spend another hour doing commentary. So let's get going here. Going to be talking with Mutatsu again. I actually started remembering what days he's here. He's here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I think. Anyway, I really need to get on getting a new laptop because this is getting ridiculous. And it's doubling my hours working. So here we go. Mutatsu is probably going to be... Actually, I don't remember what he said. Oh, either way, I guess we're here to see. It's good not to be drunk every night. That's not a good thing to be. Wow, this commentary is not going anywhere near as good as the first time. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. I don't really have any experience in being a monk. I can't tell you what to do as far as that goes. Alright, I remember where I went with this. As a kid, I always wanted to have parents that had a business that I could, take over. A lot of kids don't want that because they feel trapped by it. I always thought that would be really good because then you have job security, you know what you're going to do with your life, and all that, but unfortunately, poor men don't really know leisure because you can't really afford it. And at least he's not going to make some kind of cliche rhetoric of, I'm not poor, I have the love of my family. I don't think he really can, considering, well, he doesn't really have a family at this point. Which is sad. That's not really something I'm happy about, but... I don't really remember if it was his fault, he pushed him away, or if they just left. I don't really remember the storyline. I should feel worse than I do about that, but... you expect me to remember his personal life? No, I don't remember his. Yeah, you pretty much did make a fool of yourself going on a rant about how you miss your family and stuff like that. Which I guess some people would say, that's not making him a fool, that just makes him more human. That's just a give up. No, just hang in there. Telling someone to give up, generally speaking, is not really good life advice. He says, as he's given that advice in the past, I know. I'm not perfect. I'm the farthest thing from perfect as far as that goes. Oh well, just gotta learn from what you can and go on. Let's see. You never filed for divorce. Well, I guess that's a plus. Or is it? No, I think that's still a plus. I mean, you're not in America. It's not like the divorce laws are so draconian here. Oh, I'm sorry, they are draconian here. I don't think they're as draconian in Japan. Seriously, the divorce laws here are terrible. That's one of the many reasons why I'm probably not going to ever get married. I'm sure you really don't care about that. I just thought I'd throw that in there, but... Goodness gracious, our system is so screwed up. Well, that's always good. At least he's trying to make amends with his family. I don't really remember why they're gone, but at least he's trying to fix it. And that must count for something, right? I mean, it's better than just saying, screw them, I don't need them anymore. I mean, it feels better to say that in the short term, but in the long term, you really just get more lonely than anything. As evidenced by him going to the club every night off he has and drinking himself stupid. But still, I guess he is going to miss talking to us, but, in the long run, I think it's better to hang out with his family than he does hang out with, well, a 16-year-old boy in a nightclub. That probably has some social implications for the monk. He's just lucky no one's been there to see it and call him out on it. I mean, if religious figures or anything like, the Catholic Church kind of thing going on there. And I don't want to make fun of the Catholic Church, alright? I'm just, you gotta... That joke kind of just came out. I shouldn't have done that. But still, it's probably not good to be seen hanging out with a teenager in a nightclub. That's the point I was trying to make there. It's kind of like whole Kenji situation with Mrs. Toriumi, was it? No, it wasn't Toriumi. Who was the teacher he was hanging out with? Oh crap, I don't remember. Sorry, baby, I got plans with Yuko come Sunday, I believe, don't I? Yeah, I'm not going to foul that one up quite as badly as I could have. I would love to hang out with Fuka, but I've already went over many times why I'm not going to hang out with her until I'm done with Yuko Social Link. I almost said until I'm done with Yuko. That would sound like an incredibly dickish thing to say, now wouldn't it? It's essentially what I'm doing, but I just have the common courtesy not to word it that way. Except I just did. So I guess I don't have common courtesy. Let's see, Friday the 25th. What's going on today? I really don't remember. The only other solution, I'm just going back on this, the only other solution I can possibly think of is because I think it's the USB port where I plug in the microphone. It just, it works and then it stops and it stops and it works again. Is getting like a USB hub, but I'm not even sure that would really work all that well. I don't really know. Probably be cheaper than buying a whole new laptop, but you know, I've had this thing for 5 or 6 years. It probably would be worth it to upgrade again since I use it so very often. Oh right, I didn't remember apathy syndrome made you faint. I'm still paying attention. I'm working on paying attention more. But I thought that it just made you sit there going, on the street corner. I didn't think it made you pass out. Did I miss something? Maybe I'm not as smart as I thought. I think I am. Which is a possibility. I know I'm not the smartest guy around. I acknowledge that. Which, by my definition, means I'm smarter than a lot of people, because a lot of people think they are the smartest. I'm confused now. But at least I have the courage to admit that I'm confused. Anyway, we're going to be hanging out with Bebe today, I believe. I don't believe I had a Temperance Arcana at the ready, so I think I went to the mall to get one. Because I think he's... What is he? Well, I guess I could just see here, because I didn't remember then either. I think he's... No, he's not Fortune. What is he? Is he Temperance? I don't remember now. Yeah, he's Temperance. Okay. So all I gotta do is go to the mall, get a Temperance Arcana, and we will be set up, I think. Might be a little late to get the Social Link. Well, actually, no, we're at like, what, 4 or 5 with Bebe? I don't remember. That's probably something I should remember, considering I just looked at it. I think he was at, what, a 4? Either way, I think I should be able to get that Social Link done, provided I keep trying to do that. You know, halfway regularly. Which I should be able to do soon enough. Yeah, I completely forgot about the connoisseur there. I mean, I like that Social Link. It's just not my priority. I don't like it more than the other ones. It's not bad. It's just I don't like that the most. It's my playthrough. We're doing it my way. Anyway, I want to make sure that we're not going to be going and missing that, and we weren't. I do have a habit of trying to make it seem like a live commentary. This is not. I don't want to try and fool anybody. It would not work. But considering I'm sitting here watching my own video and trying to come up with things to say. Right, we're trying to make a Temperance Arcana persona here, I think. Problem is... Oh wait, no, we're trying to get the compendium. I'll give you a hint, since I just kind of gave it away. I don't have a Temperance Arcana in my compendium. And this is a problem I'm not used to having. At all, considering I usually played a lot of New Game Plus. And in New Game Plus, you don't really have to worry about it. On regular New Game, though, sometimes you run into this situation where you don't have enough personas of what you want. So then you get to either go hunting in Tartarus, which is not really an option in the middle of the day, or you gotta go and fuse persona to get the Arcana that you want. Needless to say, I chose the second one, because that's the only option available. Okay, the audio is still recording. I plugged in the same USB cord, but this time I'm at least paying attention to the thingy there. Might be a problem with Audacity. Might not be a problem with the USB port. I don't know. If anybody's a technical wizard out there, I would appreciate it if you could help, but I am not going to expect it. But I would appreciate it a lot. Anyway, we're going to be trying... right, why is it on no? Oh, it reminds me of games long past that you just want to get out of the dialogue, but the developers put it right on the thing that makes them repeat it. So if you click on it too often, you gotta repeat the whole thing again. That's like the biggest trolling mechanic ever in games, wasn't it? Anyway, we're trying to make a Temperance Arcana, which apparently fusing Leon's Seed, or whatever that's pronounced, isn't going to work. Neither is fusing whatever that was. I think I ended up fusing Yatagarasu and, into Seiryu, but that's not really a good match because I don't really need Raging Tiger, so why would I do that? I don't think I did, but Kusimatama's my wind persona. I mean, I could save Kusimatama and try and get the big Matama thing, but I'd never really go to the trouble of doing that. I think you need, what, 4? Or was it 6 Kusimatama, or 6 Matamas? It's either 4, 5, or 6. There's a big fusion. I just never really go to the trouble of doing all that. Anyway, we want the one that actually is... Yeah, we don't want Raging Tiger. So I want to get... Oh, crap, what was it? There we go, Tarunda, Rakukaja, and Invigorate. It's not really gonna matter all that much, but I'd like having things with Invigorate so I can pass it down the line. Don't know why I just did that redundantly. Anyway, Seiryu. Wait, Seiryu? Wasn't that a villain on Yu Yu Hakusho that had the lightning? No, that was a different villain, I think. Or was it? The one with the bird. I don't remember, man. Either way, I think he used lightning, and this thing's weak to lightning, so it's a different concept entirely. Plus, I get rid of Kusimatama, considering this thing's pretty much better in every single way. Because as a heal, it has, you know, all the different, more powerful wind magic. It's just a win-win all around. Problem is, I gotta get back Yatagarasu, I think, because I really like Yatagarasu during the mid-game, which we're in the mid-late game right now. Closer to the middle, I'd say. I don't remember the exact date things go down in game. I was gonna say I almost wish I did, but I do like playing through a game I love, but I can't remember. It's like playing the game all over again from a perspective of what's gonna happen kind of thing going on. I think this was when I realized, no, I don't need Kusimatama. Well, you idiot. You need to go get back Yatagarasu, which I believe is a Sun Arcana, so I think it's near the bottom of the list. I think. I mean, I don't mean to keep going back to this, but I'm not having trouble with the recording now. I think it might be something with Audacity. I might have to reinstall that. I don't know. I don't want to, but I might have to do it. Oh, excuse me. So now we got our Temperance Arcana, it's time to go back to Bebe and see how he's doing. Considering he asked us to go hang out with him, and I just kind of hung up on him. Kind of feel a little bit bad about that. I shouldn't, but I do. That's just my personality. Because I'm the kind of guy, if you call me at night, provided I actually know you, if I don't know you, you can call me, I'm just gonna hang up. Probably be creeped out, but assuming I know you, if you call me in the middle of the night, I'm the kind of guy that will not hang up. Out of just like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm the guy that'll actually talk to you longer than I ever should. That deprives me of what little sleep I already have. Let's see here. There he is. And let's get going to the home ec room, I think, is where he takes us. Generally, isn't it? Yeah, he's the guy who takes you to the home ec room. Right. I knew somebody did, but I didn't remember if it was him or not. I don't know why I thought it was the Fortune guy. I think the Fortune guy's the photography club, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Anyway, no social rank up today, sadly. But at least I did my homework and tried as best I could to get it.
Sup, dude?
Oh, you know, hanging out with a guy in a home ec classroom. How about you? I think he might have the better end of the deal here, but I don't know. Depends on your point of view, I guess. You'd rather hang out with him or hang out with all these folks. I guess I'm okay. I'm not exactly the most energetic of people, really, so I don't know how I'm supposed to liven up. Oh, sure, I could fake it till I make it. That's what I did when I first started Let's Playing, for the record. And, oh god, don't go back to my first videos. They were, well, I don't want to say don't go watch them, but, oh man, they're cringeworthy going back and watching them compared to now. Oh man, they're so cringeworthy. Like, I didn't edit. I didn't have separate audio, video. They were all jammed in together. I didn't edit hardly worth a crap. I just stuck them up there and rendered. And I was not anywhere near as confident speaking as I am now. And goodness gracious, if I ran into this kind of thing, I probably would have just quit back then. But not anymore. I'm determined to work through the technical issues I ever encounter, and I've encountered a hell of a lot of them. It's one of the things, if you ever consider start Let's Playing, Just consider everything that can go wrong will go wrong, and always have a backup plan. It's the best advice I can ever give somebody who wants to make YouTube videos. Something will go wrong. Don't even plan that it won't. It will. Alright, so the 26th. What day did we start this session on? I don't remember. The 23rd? I don't know, 24th? Oh god, this. Oh yes, Mr. Edogawa. We're going to be talking about magic, aren't we? I can already tell. I would love to see how you're going to make math about magic. I would actually really love to see this. I already know what he's going to say, but still. Numerology. I don't know the first thing about numerology. I'm just going to get that preface out of the way now. I don't know the first thing about it. To me, the ignorant, it just seems like a bunch of mathematicians got really bored one day, watched the movie 3, and just came up with a bunch of stuff. I don't know, it just seems that way to me. Oh god, Pythagoras. If you're in high school or was in high school recently, you probably remember the Pythagorean theorem. I hated the Pythagorean theorem. I understood it perfectly. I don't anymore because I'm stupid now, but back then it's not a bad theorem. It was just annoying to implement. I don't remember if that was a calculus or if that was algebra 2 I learned about the Pythagorean theorem. At least it wasn't geometry. I suck at geometry. Why are odd numbers masculine and even numbers feminine? I don't understand the reasoning for that. Did you just pick out of a hat which one's which? I don't really see how 1, 2, 3, and 4 are... I don't know how that's holy at all, but... I always thought 7 was the holy number, wasn't it? I know, obviously, the whole 666 thing's really, really bad. But I didn't know that 1, 2, 3, and 4 are holy. I guess in numerology they are. I'm not... See, half the stuff I don't even follow what he's saying, because it just doesn't make sense to me. Not to say that it doesn't make sense, period, it just doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'm just not... Yeah, maybe I'm not as intelligent as I like to think I am. I'm lost, okay? I would like to make fun about this, but I don't even know where to begin with to start making fun about it. It just seems like something you'd read out of like a, oh great, now we're going Vogue magazine. That's what I was getting ready to say. It seems like a personality test out of a Vogue magazine. For the record, I don't read Vogue. I actually don't read any kind of magazines, but I think people make fun of personality tests in magazines like that, don't they? Or is that the dating thing, like the dating tests they have in those? I don't know. I still think he's making up a bunch of syllables when he starts making up those 2-letter words. I believe he said Tetractus or something, didn't he? It's been like an hour since I've recorded this. You think I'd remember? Right, sweet. Or you think I wouldn't remember, but somehow I remember that. I can remember some things and I just go, why do I remember that? Because I remember the Power Rangers. I have not watched the Power Rangers for like 22 years, and I still remember Jason was the red Power Ranger, Billy was the blue Power Ranger, Zach was the black Power Ranger, Kimberly was the pink Power Ranger, and I forget the other one. The yellow Power Ranger, I forget. But I can't remember what I ate this morning. Selective memory, folks. Selective memory. It's a beautiful yet terrible thing. Okay, well, at least I gave the right answer. That's something. That's better than looking like an idiot in the middle of class, I guess. Let's see here. We should probably be trying to go out with Yuko. I think she's available today. She's available on Saturdays, I think. Because this is the day I tried to remember what day she's available. Yes, she is. Okay, then. So, we'll be going out with her and try and get her next level. So, when we get on the date, we can just start working on the next level. So, that's what we're going to be working on.